The Egyptian pyramids are some of the most intriguing and greatest achievements known to man. I've always been fascinated by the pyramids. I've taken classes in middle school, high school, college. I'm assuming everybody here is familiar with the pyramids?
Woo! Yeah.
Yes. Well, as you know, there's a lot of information that's debatable, but there's also a lot of facts and theories. So I'm going to kind of throw out each one of those, and you can make your own opinion. To understand Egypt, I believe it's very important to understand the Egyptian beliefs, their religions. So today I'm going to cover some of that religion. I'm also going to cover some of the pyramid characteristics, and I'm also going to cover some of the construction ideas and methods to the pyramid construction. The Egyptians were very religious. The pharaoh's souls must be maintained, placed in tombs with great structures. So they believed that their kings, which is the pharaohs, had to be saved for the afterlife. So they would place them in these tombs that they would build for them, place these big old pyramids over the top of them. They believed in deities, which is a supernatural being, and they believed they controlled the forces of nature. So most of their religious practices were to provide for the gods and gain their favor for the afterlife. The number one god that they worshipped was the sun god named Ra. Most of their practices centered around the pharaoh also. He was believed to be descended from God and was obligated to sustain gods through rituals and offerings to maintain order in the universe, according to Egyptian mythology. The pharaohs were built with their possessions for the afterlife, their golds, their pets sometimes, just anything they would need whenever their soul was to go to the heavens or wherever it went. The servants were at times also built a chamber that they would stay in, part of the same tomb, but a chamber that their job was to care for the souls of the kings. Scarabs, which is a famous beetle, was also buried with the pharaohs, and what that was is a little beetle, and they believed they would remove dark secrets from your heart, making it lighter. If you had too heavy of a heart, they believed that crocodiles would actually eat your heart. So, now that you understand their beliefs, I think we can start kind of discussing the pyramids. The pyramids were designed and built in many sizes. Many had the same characteristics. There's over 100 Egyptian pyramids discovered so far. The earliest is Pyramid Djoser, which is built from 2630 to 2611 BC. It's the oldest monumental masonry structure in the world right now. Many of them are in poor state, bad preservation. Desert sands have taken their toll on them over the years. The most famous pyramids are in Giza, which is in Cairo, Egypt, and they're actually right now the largest pyramids in the world. Khufu is the largest pyramid at Giza, standing 481 foot tall, and it's the only one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world left in existence today. Egyptian pyramid building was most prolific during all pharaoh rule. As time went forward, the authority became less centralized, and the willingness to harness resources dropped, leading to smaller and less well-built pyramids. Now that you understand the basics and history, we can discuss the construction methods and design to actually erect these pyramids. The shape of the pyramid represents primordial mound from which they believe the earth was created. Faced with polished, reflective limestone, so they look good from afar, so when the gods look down, it would be nice and polished for them. The pyramids were often named after solar luminescence. They believe the dark area of the night sky around which the stars appear to revolve was the physical gateway into heaven. There was a shaft from the pyramid, from the tomb to the pyramid, to outside the pyramid, that points towards that soft spot in the night sky I was just talking about. And they believed that that was actually to launch the pharaoh's soul to the heavens. The Great Pyramid of Giza contained 2 million blocks of 2.5 tons each. So you can imagine how long that would take to construct before the cranes and what we have today. Some of the theories are they used hoists, ramps, oxen, and even one guy said extraterrestrial assistance. The tombs were actually complexes. There was a mortuary temple next to every pyramid for them to kind of watch over the king's soul. Later they were moved because there was too many grave robbers, and they would see that little pyramid and they would know there was a tomb near it, and they would try to rob it. The Valley Temple near the Nile River was the entrance. The pyramid had other tombs where his wife was buried, family, boats. The boat was actually very symbolic. What happened is he would die, and they would put him in his boat, float him down the Nile River, and they would bury the boat that he was floated in because they believed it was his passageway to the gods. As I wrap it up here, I hope this has been an impactful and very informative speech for you guys. I hope you know more than you did when you came. We've covered the beliefs, the pyramid characteristics, and some of the construction ideas and methods. And I definitely urge you to research this a bit. It's been very, very rewarding for me. Woo! Hey, button.